Welcome back. The Steelers are in a precarious situation right now in the AFC North Division. It was a wild day in the AFC North. Cleveland beats Baltimore 24-22. Meanwhile, Cincinnati had a lead on San Francisco in overtime. They came back to tie the game late in regulation. They go to overtime. They get a field goal. San Francisco comes back and scores a touchdown in their first possession. So the 49ers win 26-23. So right now, as the division stands, Baltimore in first place at 8-5. Cincinnati and Cleveland tied in second place at 7-6. And then there's the Steelers at 6-1. So they're a half game out of second place and a game and a half out of first. And Mark Kaboly, I'll ask you this question first. Does the Steelers' chances to win this division still seem realistic to you right now?
Well, on paper they do, but realistically, no. I mean, you've seen them play the past couple of weeks, a month. Do you really think they're going to be able to go to Kansas City and win? You think they're going to be able to win 3 of the last 4 games? So, what is that? It would be 9-7-1, I believe. I don't have any faith in them being able to hold up their part. Any other season, even the Duck Hodges, Mason Rudolph year, I would be more apt to say that they had a legitimate chance of winning this. But after what you saw with Dalvin Cook, Minnesota, Joe Mixon, what they did to this team, I can't see them holding up their own bar. If they can win 9 games, I think they have a legitimate shot to win this division because Baltimore, how long Lamar is out, we saw these teams having one good quarter, one terrible quarter. It's just an average division. Anybody can win it, anybody can lose it, but somebody's going to have to start playing well, and I don't think any of the 4 teams are.
I don't think they're going to win the division or win 9 games, but we do this all the time on the Fan Morning Show, and you can ask Chris about this. I'm the worst person at math in this city. So I often say to him, that whole situation where if this team beats this team and that team beats – I don't know any of that. I'm awful at that. It's the worst thing I am. I'm just awful at it. But in my head right now as I'm playing this, I think the Steelers might actually have a better chance to win the division than win a wild card spot, if you really think about it, right? If they win 3 of 4, Chris, and they win the right games, they beat Kansas City and they beat Cleveland and they beat Baltimore, they've got a much better chance to sneak in and win a division than a wild card spot.
Yeah, those last 2 games, you're right, Colin, they're huge. And I think the division winner it's probably going to be 10 wins, right? I mean, and I don't think Baltimore gets there, to be quite honest. They've still got the Packers and Rams left on their schedule, plus a pair of division games, including the Steelers. The Bengals have 3 division games left in the final 3 weeks. It could be that 9 wins actually ends up winning this division. And I think that's where you start to come back to the Steelers just a little bit. I don't think they can run the table and win 4. Can they win 3? I mean, you beat Tennessee and then 2 division games to wrap the season up. I'm not going to ask them to go into Arrowhead and win, but look, crazier things have happened this year.
Now, it sounds like from what all you guys are saying. Go ahead, Mark, sorry.
That would be 9.5 wins, though. Their 9 is worth 9.5, so you got to look at it like that, too. None of the tiebreakers come into effect then.
Now, from what it seems like with each of you, it seems like I don't think any of you guys have an idea of who could win. Here's the question. Who might lose it more slowly, to use the reference from The Wire? Who might back in to win this division as far as maybe being the least worst of the group?
I mean, I think it's Cincinnati.
Going to win the division, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Colin.
Chris.
No, I was just going to say, I think it's Cincinnati, actually. Despite the loss today, because of the way Baltimore's schedule stacks up, we don't know the health situation of Lamar Jackson with that bum ankle. And that's really their only running game on offense is let Lamar run wild. So I think Cincy could end up backing into this thing, like I said, with 10 wins.
I think Baltimore will find a way to win the division. The crazy part of it, though, is the hit came and it was a weird hit, so it wasn't like Lamar Jackson out of the pocket or whatever. But this accumulation of hits and the amount of times that he gets hit, we've said it for 2.5 years now. It just can't sustain. And we're starting to see the wear and tear. There are times he looks like a 45-year-old guy out there after a play. He's brilliant during the play. He gets hit far too many times, and they put him in position to get hit too many times. But I think they'll be okay through this year. But you have to really wonder about Lamar Jackson and the longevity of his career. You really have to.
Well, you know who I like? I like going with the best quarterback in the division, and right now it's pretty simple. It's Joe Burrow. They got the most talent on the offensive side of the ball, and they're not that bad on defense. So, I mean, I was never a Baltimore fan from the start of the season. I think they're just going to implode. We saw what Baker Mayfield was able to do today. I mean, golf clap to him for sitting in there with 17 different injuries, but he's just hurting. So give me Burrow and the Bengals right now. But I didn't like that first half today. They look horrible against a pretty average 49ers team.
There are a few people that will tell you that the quarterback here is probably not dead yet. He's actually been pretty efficient the past month or so. But when we come back, we're going to talk about a different quarterback. Kenny Pickett at the Heisman presentation finishes third in the final vote. We'll get reactions for that, plus what that means for this season for Pitt as a whole and looking forward toward the Peach Bowl. We'll talk about that when we come back. Stick around.